Hello, it's Julie Rothall from artyheaven.com again. Right, just wanted to check that you could hear the recording, regroup and work out my strategy going forwards. And I've been doing some changes on my website basically, just to make it so much simpler. It currently now reflects what I do now as opposed to what I was doing pre-2020. I used to run an awful lot of encaustic wax workshops. It's a really fascinating medium. A lot of people wanted to know how to use it and work with it. And that was a lot of my focus actually. I loved it. Yeah, all of that has changed basically. And I've just been, I had a regroup and a relook at it. So, as I say, primarily I was working on workshops and I had open days, and people would come and visit my art studio and buy supplies because, as I say, you go to most art shops and ask them if they've got any encaustic wax supplies. Unless you're very lucky, there are very few that even know what it is, in my experience previously, although that is changing slowly but surely. So yeah, I had all of that structure was all set up on my website, so I had to change all of that, and it was all a little bit chaotic. But I think I am getting there now. So I was getting messages and emails and people asking me for information, and I knew it was all on my website somewhere. But even for me to locate it, and I knew it was there, was tricky. So I've been working on a lot of things on my website, from a new frequently asked questions page, which you'll now find in the menu. And I've been recategorizing all of my blogs. Crikey, I've been working with encaustic wax since 2012, I think it was. And I've had my blog going throughout that entire time, of all kind of, whether it be events that I'm doing or, work, all sorts of kind of my general ramblings. And they were all there, and they were all in a great big ball of uncategorized mess. So what I've done is I've gone and pulled out the kind of the key ones that are quite timeless, and they're relevant at any period of time. And I've recategorized my blog. So that's what I wanted to show you to start with on this video. And then I'll show you what my current events are and things that are coming up at the moment. If you're on my newsletter, you'll already know this. I shared that earlier in the week on there, but I thought I'd do a live and explain on here. So let me turn this around. I can't see any comments, so I'm hoping that this is playing and recording okay. I'll just kind of keep on going. I'll just have a quick check on Facebook briefly just to see if anything is coming up on there. Can't see anything. I'm just going to keep powering on and hope that this is recording okay. So let me just, okay, so I'll go back to my blog. I'm going to turn this around and share my screen. So this is my website. It's artyheaven.com if you haven't come across it before. And I've got all my menus up here as normal. Excuse my browser tabs all open. Oodles going on. So it's a little bit about me, what encaustic wax is. So I've added this frequently asked questions page because the same questions come up over and over. So those are all answered there. Got some art testimonials, workshop testimonials, and then I love to support our bees as well. So a little bit about bee bombs on that tab. So that's a bit more kind of about me, my art, and what encaustic is. I then have a shop function which covers my art that's on there. I've just updated my art commissions process as well. So if you have been wanting to work with me and you're interested in finding out more about how to commission a piece of artwork, often I just find you can't find that particular piece, or you maybe just want something a little bit more special. So I've updated my process on there to make that easier and a bit more, it just kind of explains the process of how it works really. I have lots of online courses if you're wanting to learn how. So that page takes you through there. I've kind of got the first few pages are great. It's a bit more copy I need to clarify and just refine on some of the courses, but that's in progress. I'll get that done soon. I've changed my wax supplies process, as I was saying earlier, and I can still help you, but on bulk orders now rather than individual orders. And I've kind of set up and got some links on for where to find if you just want individual orders, so it's still worth clicking through on there. and gift vouchers as well. Anyhow, going on to my blog, this is what I really wanted to show you. So what I've done is, this is where you will kind of find things now, but what I have done, and hopefully you can see this okay, I've added these categories which categorizes things into just relevant areas basically. So I now have an exhibitions and events, and I've got my current and upcoming exhibitions there. So if you want to know where I'm exhibiting or what I'm working on, go to that tab. Let me click in there and show you, and then that category will just show you exactly what's happening currently. So I've got 5 projects on the go at the moment. I'm doing a talk at a London club later this month. Working on a collaboration project with some encaustic artists in America and Europe. That details that there. The encaustic wax workshop article that I did for D for Daisy Books is coming out very soon. I think that's hopefully next month. Finally, at long last. We had a big delay because of COVID. There's a Solar Sea magazine that I've been asked to do a featured artist article in. And then we've got our next Blooms exhibition coming up in June as well. So you can find all the details of those on there. So that's kind of current. I seem to have got an awful lot going on at the moment. But if you want to know what's going on currently, that's where you find it. Then I've got a historical tab, speaks for itself. If you're wanting to learn how to paint with wax yourself, there is a new tab on here, and it's got, these are kind of the timeless blogs, if you like, that are relevant at any time. So kind of how to paint with wax. I've kind of got a really lovely introductory, you know, if you just kind of, you want that art therapy aspect, there's a blog about that, kind of talks you through where to go. Got a last few remaining items of stock left, more of the sundry items. If you're looking at starting, you don't know which hot plate will work for you, Let's Talk Hot Plates is a really great blog. It's got all the links on there and which ones I prefer and which ones I don't. So, you know, there's some quite timeless, these are kind of timeless blogs, if you like, that are relevant at any time. So if you're wanting to learn how, this is where I really recommend you kind of go to from now on. Frequently asked questions page and here. And then I've got some art tips. So if you want to, if you're kind of not sure what to choose for your home, I've got a blog here that I've just got the one on there at the moment. I'll keep adding to that because I've got a couple more I want to add. There's a blog there of just tips for how to choose art when you're not quite sure what will work, how to select a size. And then I've got some general kind of musings and ramblings that aren't really relevant to art, but might be, you know, just my general musings. And then anything uncategorized is all my 2012 right the way back to date. So, sorry, it's a bit long and you know, not very interesting looking at my computer screen, but I just wanted to point you in the right direction so you can find, if you're you know, if you're looking, if you've been on my site and looked at it, and it was like a big ball of spaghetti, that you know, there was information there, but locating it was not the easiest. So yeah, those categories should really help you. I say that obviously the menus along the top are there, and actually there's a really good search function on the site as well. So if you know that say there's a particular, you remember the name of a painting that you saw, you can just type that into the search category and hit search, and it will you know, bring up that one particular piece of artwork for you. Or maybe it's hot plates you want to search, just type in hot plates and it will come up, and depending on how much content there is on my site around that one subject, you might need to narrow the terms down a bit. Or but yeah, anyway, so I will leave it there. I will be firing up the hot plate later, so I might jump on and just do a quick wax live, which is a bit more interesting than me rambling on. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely Friday, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.